What is up? DJ Gonz here. Gonna do another video. I had gotten a comment about how do I export all my stuff that's going on here to somewhere else, and they wanted to really know is how do I like explode tracks as far as like keeping them all separated out, especially the drum tracks. So I'm going to show you how that works. And so I have a project here. We're doing a like Jersey Club type of vibe on this. And I already have all my scenes laid out. As you can tell, I got a bunch of tracks going on. Even the drum tracks, edits, as far as like how I'm gonna flip this. We can see we have our drums here. I have a lot of stuff going on. So the way you do it is you go to master, go to export over here. So this is where some people really trip up and don't know what to do. So by default, you're gonna have this tab here that says export master, meaning that if you're feeling good and you want to go ahead and export it out to a WAV file, you can. You go to this tab here. You can also do MP3. So it's kind of helpful if you have an edit, and this is normally what I'll end up doing is like I'll have an edit all ready to go. I feel like I did all my mixing in here fine. I'll use it as an MP3 and then go play it out at a gig the same night. So that's definitely really clutch to do that. So you're not having to use so much space with waves. But the most important thing for this situation is this export stems option. So you can also do it WAV or MP3 as well. To answer the one question as far as separating your drums, because by default, if you have it like this, your drums are going to be all in one single track. So you have to make sure that you click on this option here to where your drum pad sections, they're going to all be individual tracks of drums. And also, I would always advise to have this on as well, because by default, when you move it over to say Logic, Ableton, your DAW of choice, you're gonna have to reduce the volume of each track anyways. Because if you have everything at 0 dB, which normally when you open your DAW and you haven't already changed those settings, you're gonna peak and you're gonna be distorting your sound. You're gonna be going over 0. So I definitely advise you do this right here. So normally I have my settings like this. So I'll go to export, and then you decide where you want to put this at. So I actually created stems for this. And what I would recommend too is always writing the file name or whatever your edit is, and also put the BPM and the key. So that when you're going to work on a project and say you want to collab with somebody, you already have your BPM already synced up for your other DAW, and you already know the key so that you can tell your musician or whoever to play off of that key. So I used Ableton, and I'll show you how the stem. So I'll put the stem in this folder right here. This was the folder, and this is how it's separated out. Don't worry about these Ableton like metadata, but this is how it shows up on here. And so I'll go ahead and open the Ableton project. Might as well open it. Okay, so I got Ableton open. Let me open up the project. So now I put all my stems in here, and they all show up. So of course I went back and colored them and grouped them together. But say you're gonna do this for the very first time. I'm gonna just do a different, or like a brand new project. So basically you went from Serato, did your export, made your folder. Then what you would do is open up, and I'm kind of moving around here kind of crazy. I'm And adjust this so I don't have those. There we go. What I would do is go from the bottom to that. I click and hold, drag it over. Now on Ableton, you have to hold like on Mac, just the Apple key. And you see how it separates them all. So when you do that, now they're all gonna line up. On there. But because I didn't change my tempo, things are going to be off. See how things are kind of moving? So before you drag anything in there, go ahead and set your tempo. So right when you drop it on a downbeat, like on the 5, 9, 13, everything's going to line up and nothing's going to warp. You know, because if not, all your tracks are going to be kind of off because you didn't put it to the tempo that you need it to be. So hopefully that helps out. This is how you export from Serato to another DAW. Again, check me out here on YouTube as well as on Instagram at DJ Gonz123. Take care. Peace.